And we're gonna start with plugging in some numbers. So the average sales price in the Tri-Cities is $325,000. And I'm rounding. Let me grab my calculator. Look at who's not prepared. And the average commission is 2.5%. So who can tell me what the average commission dollars then is?
Something like 8,000.
Yeah, it's $8,125. Your market center fees. Who knows what the percentage is and what you're capped at?
Is that the 1.5%?
Well, it's, yeah, you do 50% on the first 3, 40% on the next 2. So I wouldn't worry about the percentage, but you're capped at 22,000. So I would just focus on the 22,000.
You meant 60 in the second 2. Don't scare the people.
Huh?
You meant 60 in the next 2, not 40.
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry. No, Bill, I'm keeping 60.
Don't scare us.
Yes.
Erica, you mean 22,000 is the cap GCI?
Yes. And then the royalty GCI at 6% is then capped at 3,000. So that's a total of 25,000.
Good job, Gigi.
So annual net income, how much do you want to make this year? So I would like you guys to all tell me. We'll start with Jimmy.
For remainder of the year or year start to?
Let's just say like annual net income goal. So that would be 12-month goal.
Okay. Say 125,000.
Awesome. Kimberly.
I would be happy if in 12 months I was able, well, of course I would love to make 125, but if I could say that I made 60,000 starting out, I would be very, very, very happy.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Okay, Gigi.
I would be also happy with 50 to 60,000.
I'm gonna put 60.
Okay.
Daryl.
120.
Bill.
I would say 80,000 since I have a second job that I'm going to quit pretty soon. That 80,000 will be good.
Okay, Victor.
The first year, of course.
Victor, what would you like to make?
Sorry about that. I was thinking 65 for my first year.
Awesome. So how much will you owe the market center? So anybody who chose over 60, it's going to be 25. The way that you can figure out how much you'll owe the market center otherwise, let me do the math real quick. It's going to be actually pretty close to the 25 as well. So let's just go ahead and put company dollar and royalty cap at 25,000.
Erica, to confirm, cap and royalty is 25,000.
Correct.
If
Yep.
if your net income is 60.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just doing my math too. Average sales price is, did we do 300,000?
325
325.
at 2.5% came to 8,125.
Okay.
Now let's talk about business expenses. Welcome, Jeremy. Jeremy, real quick question. How much money do you want to make in the next 12 months in real estate, or your first 12 months in real estate?
Realistically, 250,000.
Okay, and then you've got 25K for your royalty and your cap. So we're just running through some math. You look tired, Jeremy. Are you okay?
I had to deal with an emergency, so I'm kind of running behind. But good news. The house, the listing I have right now, I believe is going to be sold. We've got 2 offers on the table, so we're working on them.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Good for you,
I
Joe.
still don't have a last name like Casino, but whatever.
I
Still
think
making
maybe
it work,
with
so is that
250,
right?
you can get your name changed.
I think I should. It starts with the C. I mean, I began right. I just kind of.
Okay, so let's talk about expenses. I think honestly, we should set aside a budget one of these days, and we should talk about your expenses. I think there's actually one of the classes is expenses that's coming up, but your expenses should definitely be less than $1,000 a month. If you're spending, who's spending more than $1,000 a month?
When you say expenses, are you talking about business expenses or just
Yes.
regular expenses in
Yeah.
regular life?
Your expenses at home should be less than $1,000 a month.
On the business,
I think
because
I could make $1,000 per entrance if I could tell you guys how to live off of $1,000 a month. So who's spending more than $1,000 a month?
Not, and you're talking only about real estate with Keller Williams, this business, not just all the businesses you have combined.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Not even close.
Great. So that would be the question is,
and that's without counting the listing costs, because the listing have some costs, you know, like without counting those costs, right?
I'm sorry, the what costs?
The cost of listings.
Yeah, I mean,
Counting
pictures,
those or without?
sign.
I used to easily spend that much each month before I joined Keller Williams.
You could just on programming without the campaign.
Website, CRM management software, marketing software.
So we all feel
Let's see.
comfortable as a group. We're going to be okay then. We're going to go ahead and be okay with using $1,000 a month for expenses, so $12,000 for the year.
I would say so,
It's
but I
more
can't
than
talk
enough,
for
yeah.
everybody. But
Okay, so let's go ahead and add 12K. So now we're going to add up those three numbers.
And when you said add those three numbers, you're looking at the A plus B plus C equals D, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And we're 23,000 on the cap?
Yep.
Okay.
I thought that was 22,000.
22 plus the 3,000.
So it's
Did you say
25?
23 or 25? I'm sorry, Jeremy.
I said 23.
I'm
so it's
sorry.
25.
I'm so tired today. I apologize.
I feel you, Eric. No problem. I'm right there with you.
Staring at my drink from Starbucks, which I know you guys can't see. It's got ice in it. I was staring at it and I couldn't figure out why. I was literally looking at the tag, which I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says no ice, no water. And I was like, why does this look different? And I could not figure out the fact that it had ice in it. I was like, anyway. So now, what have you discovered in that? What's next?
I need to add 37,000.
You need to add 37,000 to, oh, no, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well, but let me show you what we're doing next. For those of you who haven't figured it out.
I was going to say divided by the amount average of your commissions.
Right.
Because you want to know how many property or how many deals you need to close on average. Isn't average commissions now 8,000?
8,125.
Average is only for the first 3 deals, then will be a little bit more, and then will be more.
Well, no, the 8,125, let's look at this like you're going to cap at some point in time. So
Yeah.
what we're going to look at, for instance, is if I took the first one on my list, I took Jimmy, he wants to make essentially 162,000. Now we're going to divide that by 8,125. So how many homes do you have to sell in your first year, Jimmy, to make $162,000?
20. Oh,
That's
rounding
right. 20 homes. Kimberly, how many do you have to sell in your first year?
I'm going to say 6 to 8.
Well, what you do is you just take the 97,000 and you divide it by 8,125. So what does that give you?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot here. I'm not ready for
I'm
that.
sorry. Well, okay, so I'll come back to you. Go ahead and do the math, but take 97,000 and divide it by 12.
Okay.
Daryl, you're at 157,000. How many do you have to do?
I don't have a calculator, but I'd say around 20.
Yes. Yes, Daryl, you're great with math. Okay, so the next person is Bill.
I will have to sell 14 and a half houses.
14, Bill. It's 13.169. So rounding up, you have to do 14. Victor, how many do you have to do?
I believe 12, 12 and a half, 13.
Yeah, so 13. And Jeremy, how many do you have to do?
36.25. I would round up and go for 40.
I've got a different number. I've got 282 divided by 8125 is 34.7.
Yeah,
So
I
35.
did 290 divided by 8. So
Oh, how did you come up with 290?
I just rounded up.
Rounded
Oh, okay. All right. So Gigi, how many homes do you have to do?
12.
And Kim, did you figure out how many you have to do?
Yeah, 8 if I round up 9 homes.
Okay, well, Kim, if you take the 60 and the 25 and the 12